Zoom recording.
What was the guy in the helicopter? Who was the guy in the helicopter in Omaha Kingdom?
James, you're recording.
Oh, we ready to go? Jocelyn's like, all right. Hello. How you guys doing? Well, I think this is going to go swimmingly. Right now. Okay. Ready, Dusty?
Ready.
Call to order this Board of Education meeting, Garrison Union Free School District, Thursday, June 25th, 2020. A special meeting at 7 p.m. Dusty, can you call the roll?
Jocelyn Apicello.
Here.
David Gelber.
Here.
James Hawk.
Here.
Courtney McCarthy.
Here.
Matthew Spicer.
Here.
Sarah Tormey.
Here.
Thank you.
Excellent. Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, the main order of business here. I need a motion to appoint the interim principal.
So moved.
Second? Okay. Be it resolved that the Board of Education of the Garrison Union Free School District, upon the recommendation of Dr. Deborah Jackson, interim superintendent, hereby appoints Mr. Louis Cuglietto as interim principal commencing July 9th, 2020, in accordance with the terms and conditions set forth in the agreement dated June 25th, 2020, and authorizes the board president to execute said agreement. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Count the ayes. Nays. Wait. Hold on for a minute. Did you count the ayes, Dusty? Okay. Count the nays. The abstentions. Officially record the vote. Thank you so much. Okay. Now that we're recording, I thought I would ask Dr. Jackson to give us the rationale for this particular hire and tell us a little bit about why you think Mr. Cuglietto would be an excellent interim superintendent.
Principal.
I'm sorry, interim, thank you very much. Interim principal. You have to unmute your mic, Deborah. Sorry.
I was talking away. I was just saying I just promoted to this group Mr. Albano in case he'd like to add anything, and then Mr. Cuglietto is also in the audience and I can promote him at some point. But as you know, we accepted the resignation and wish Alex Levine the very best in his new position. This time of year, it behooves us to put in someone who can serve as an interim with so much happening in the district. And we were very fortunate to be able to find Mr. Louis Cuglietto. His experience is tremendous. He's been an assistant principal. He's been a principal of a high school. And then he spent a good part of his career as a principal in Portchester at an elementary school there, a magnet school. He, since that time, has been serving as a consultant, working with schools, supporting principals through this COVID time for the Department of Education and for SCD in New York City. He has served as an interim principal before, so he knows exactly what this entails. He brings with him that experience. He has a his educational background is math, and he has a strong background in technology. And I think those are all the pieces that we really need right now to keep us moving forward and to get support. I was able to speak at length with Mr. Cuglietto today. And one of the things we talked about is he immediately knew the questions to ask. What is it? How is this set up? What is set up? He knows what he has to do. And I think we really need that in this short time frame. So I'm very excited to be able to recommend him to you. I will tell you from my experience, interim principals are not easy to find. And I think in this environment, there'll be more and more openings. So his willingness to come and serve Garrison and support us K through 8 will make a tremendous difference going forward, and will give the board the opportunity then to do a full search with the community, as I know you want to be sure you do for a permanent position. So that's my very quick follow through.
Thank
I can continue to talk.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Carl, can you give us a few words of wisdom here on this particular hire?
Sure, I'm happy to. Let me just add to what Dr. Jackson said by saying I worked with Lou on a very close level. In 2017, 2018, he served as the interim elementary principal for the William E. Cottle School. So Lou and I worked together over the course of that year, and I will tell you, he is simply outstanding. I recommend him to you with complete confidence. Over the course of that school year, he provided outstanding leadership. He helped us to make progress towards our district goals, and that was measurable progress by the time he left. And he had just had a positive influence on our school community and made a positive impression on everyone from the students to the faculty to the community and the board. And it was a great asset to the administrative team at the time. So I have confidence in his skills and ability, and I think this is a great choice for us in this upcoming school year.
Thank you so much, Carl. Can we invite Lou in?
While I bring him in, something neither of us mentioned, Carl nor myself, is that he also served for a period of time as interim supervisor of school safety and facilities for the Southern Westchester BOCES. And again, given the kinds of conversations we were having this morning about moving back into school with a reentry plan, he really has that experience to be able to engage in that conversation with our group as well. And I think that's something that I look forward to him participating in. So he's promoted. He just needs to unmute, and I can, if he would like, make sure that he starts his video, because sometimes I need to ask. So there. Thank
There
you.
you are.
And
Terrific.
he have a tie.
I wore a jacket for you today, Lou. Welcome. Congratulations. I want to turn this over to you, allow you a few words that we can, if you'd like to share.
I certainly want to thank the board for this wonderful opportunity to serve the children, the parents, the families, and the Garrison community. I love the acronym GUFS. It just sounds right. To the board president, vice president, and Dr. Jackson, thank you very much for your expert oversight in this process. I always felt welcomed to share, and I appreciate that. And of course, to Mr. Albano for his confidence in me, and to the Garrison community, to the GUFS community. I look forward to beginning this exciting opportunity, and I'm ready to go.
Thank you so much. I wanted to turn it over to the board. If any board members would like to comment at this moment.
I would like to echo everything that's been said. I think we're really, really fortunate to have Mr. Cuglietto here. And I also just want to say that I think this allows us not only to be in the position of having a wonderful interim principal for the next year to oversee this fraught opening of this year that we're all anticipating in these unprecedented circumstances, but it also allows us the time to breathe and really do the process correctly, to have community involvement. All the different constituencies in our wonderful community get to weigh in, and as we search for a permanent principal in a year. But in the meantime, I'm just really excited for us all to have this incredible interim principal. So welcome to the community, and we're delighted you're here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's very kind. Thank you.
Corey?
I'd just like to echo what Matt just said. And in addition to the fact that you're starting early in the summer, and the fact that you two know each other already, there's a lot of work to be done, as you know, already this summer. And I'm really excited to see that, go right into a jumping off place, that we don't have to sit around and wait. There's a lot of work to be done, and I'm really excited to work with you both. So welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, David.
Yeah, I'm just really, I loved talking to you last night, Lou, and really looking forward to this. We are very lucky to get you. But just to echo what Courtney just said, the fact that you guys know each other, have worked together, gives us an opportunity just to launch this year at a level of collaboration, which makes us very even luckier than having you both individually. So I'm excited and welcome. And we're going to have that one-on-one basketball showdown one of these days.
When I take my tie off.
Touche. All right. Anyone else? Sarah?
Yes, we warmly welcome you to our community, and we are so grateful for your service. I really appreciate all the effort that Deborah and Dr. Jackson and Mr. Albano put into this process. I appreciate their advice. We are so fortunate to have such an experienced interim, and I think having a year to do a search process will really allow us to hear from our community, be inclusive of all the different voices out there, parents, teachers, staff. And I look forward to that process. So thank you for stepping in to serve while we move forward into reopening and then on to our next steps.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Okay. Jocelyn, you good?
Well, I have to say something.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, I just want to welcome Mr. Cuglietto. I'm very pleased, and I look forward to the search process being thorough and engaged and involving many voices over the coming months. So I'm really looking forward to this happening soon and swiftly. Thank you and welcome.
Okay. Terrific. Sarah, do you have any other thoughts, or is there anything you wanted to add about the process going forward, or some of the rationale for why we're doing what we're doing?
Thank you. I think we really covered the rationale. Really, as a board, I think we have a wonderful opportunity to draw on Dr. Jackson's experience and Mr. Albano at the same time, and look to put in what is best for our school, which is an interim at this time, especially an interim who's been experienced working with principals in this COVID environment is really going to be key to our reopening. I know we've all said we're excited to have an inclusive process of all the different voices, really a timeline that starts looking when principals are actually applying for jobs, thinking in the winter. January is when we would start searching, have this community committee meet with candidates in March, and hopefully have someone in place by April. But it gives us a full year, which I really appreciate. I know there's so many questions about what next year looks like, but as we enter that phase, we have some great experience on board, and I think that's going to be key to us. So thank you.
Yeah, I want to echo Sarah's comments. I think, you know, one of the strategies that this board has undergone is to create a leadership that will have enough experience that we can create stability. In other words, experience brings stability. And I think that's been one of the strategies of the board. And I think this is one of those moments where you can see it in action. We're happy to have you, Lou. Well, as far as the process goes going forward, you know, as Sarah said, we want an inclusive process. We want a competitive process. And we want it to be fair and open. And I think that is what we're aiming for. That is what we are responsible for. That is what it would be. That's how we are ethically driven. And that is how we will be pursuing pretty much all of our activities, responsibly and ethically, and as transparently as the law and practice allows. So thank you for your time. We're looking forward to getting to know you more. And there's other skills we have other than basketball, evidently. And so I'm sure you're going to be fascinated by the many lives that this particular screen makes up. And I look forward to getting to know you better. And so we thank you for coming. I think that's about it. Let's see. Public comment. I don't see any public in the bleachers there, in the attendees. But I will give it 2 seconds just to be polite. All right. That was
Thanks,
smooth.
everyone. Thank you.
That was smooth. And I would like to announce to the community that they should be looking forward to communications from Mr. Albano regarding forums that he might host that will facilitate communication about the status of the district hirings processes for teachers in this summer, and different initiatives going forward, including our equity, diversity, and inclusion task force, focusing on anti-racism efforts, and our strategic planning process. All that information will be coming henceforth in the coming weeks. Alrighty, I need a motion to adjourn.
So made.
Second? All right. Be it resolved, the Board of Education of the Garrison Union Free School District hereby adjourns this special meeting of June 24th, 2020. And we have a new interim principal to boot. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
James, if I may amend one thing, I just caught a typo that I forgot to change. It's June 25th.
Okay. Do I have to make a motion on that?
We can just
All
do a
right.
friendly amendment.
Friendly amendment. The contract and the terms are June 25th. Is that what you're referring to?
No, I'm referring to the adjournment.
Oh, the adjournment, sorry. It is not June 24th. That's already been adjourned. June 25th is yet to be adjourned. All in favor, say aye. Excellent. All right, nays. Thank you all for coming. Carl, we'll talk soon. And Dr. Jackson, we'll talk soon. And Lou, of course. We'll see
Dr.
you later.
Jackson.
All
I
right.
will stop the recording now. So give me 1 second.